Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we're going over the Big Mom batch, Legend Brook, and all the cool things about them, what I feel about the units, and everything that you guys are thinking, exactly how they work, because there are new mechanics here. So, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and talk about Big Mom as a unit, and this is very complicated. There apparently is a Big Mom Keiko meter and everything, and it consumes by eating orbs, not eating orbs, etc. And I'm trying to figure out everything about Big Mom. But what I do know so far are these things, and I'm still mid-coffee, so we'll see if these change, and my opinions change halfway through my coffee, more slowly through my coffee. I don't know. We're in it. We're coffee ways. All right. So the Big Mom is going to be a powerhouse and driven unit. She's going to max out at 4,530 HP with 1,880 attack, I believe that is. And that's before Candy. So after Candy's 5,030 attack and of course 2,080 attack. So very, very high attack value, very strong unit as far as stats go. She's also going to max out at 9 turns. Jesus, 9? The more I look at this character, like I initially looked at this character and I didn't really like it that much, but then the more I look at it, I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So everything about it I'm liking so far. So with Big Mom, the captain ability is strength, dex, and quick characters, attack 3.5 and HP 1.2. So what I really like about this character, just by looking at the captain ability, is that I don't need to pull her. I really like that part. I just need Lucy? So you mean I can use my Rainbow Lucy with Big Mom? I like this. So I love that part. I love that I can use Big Mom Friend Captain, and it's literally almost the exact same captain ability, except it makes recovery orbs beneficial because those are considered Selma orbs. I don't know why they're calling them Selma orbs. Why don't they just call them cake orbs? Whatever. It's cake orbs. I'm gonna call them cake orbs. I don't care. And then she's gonna turn all the recovery orbs into these Selma orbs and then make them beneficial. So all that is nice. There's not really anything else to it besides that. What we do know about Big Mom is that Big Mom is getting boosted by a friend captain in Berserk mode. So whatever, she has a mode where she goes Berserk and another mode where she's eating Selma and she gets powered out. So both of which are very kind of they work around how she is. So that's her base captain ability, the 3.5. So she works like a normal captain normally, and then she has a Keiko meter that fills up over time. And the Keiko meter, we'll probably have to look into it a little bit, and I'll figure that out. So the special captain ability is all recovery orbs will become Selma orbs, as it says. The captain ability will power up the next turn with a Selma orb has been consumed. When no Selma orb has been consumed for 3 turns, she goes into rampage mode. So if you eat a cake orb, you're gonna get the increased captain ability. If you don't eat a cake orb, then you're gonna go into rampage mode. Now, eating them, I'm assuming means eating the recovery orb. So let me check on that. All right, so I'm gonna try to explain this as easy as possible. Let's go with this. If you eat the cake orb, like if you eat a meat orb and consume it and get health from it, then you will go into the cake orb mode. If you don't eat the cake orb, then you go into rampage mode after 3 turns. So but every turn you don't eat a cake orb, you're going to be in the normal 3.5 times attack. Okay? Every turn before that you've eaten a meat orb, you're going to go to a 4x attack, where all your team is going to be boosted by 4 times, your HP by 1.2. I think the HP by 1.2 is flat for everything. But then you're also going to reduce incoming damage by 15%, and the tree is, of course, going to do meat orb beneficial, and it's going to last until you attack. So every turn you eat a meat orb, it will give you that 4x captain boost. So it's a variable captain boost based on if you've eaten a meat orb or not. That part's really easy, okay? The rampage mode is if you don't eat a meat orb for 3 turns, it's going to change Big Mom into a unit that you can't attack with. Which is actually really easy to work around. So Captain in Rampage mode is going to boost her own attack by 10 times and then boost everybody else by 3.75. The crew's HP by 1.2, and then crew's going to treat Cake Orbs as beneficial. She will not be controllable and will attack one random enemy at the end of each turn that will bypass any defensive ability. So that means barriers, paralysis that would be on Big Mom, I'm guessing. There's like a bunch of different mechanics that can happen on Big Mom. I don't even know if she can be despaired. But I do know that she can go through bind and paralyze on herself. So that part is really cool. It's really nice because that's akin to Luffy Ace, except for Luffy Ace is despair and paralysis, whereas Big Mom would be bind and paralysis, which is really nice. I like that a lot. So that part is improving. So, let's drink some more coffee and see how she turns out to be. Now, the fact that she's not controllable for one turn makes it so that her attack is going to be end of turn damage. So you're going to attack with all 4 or 5 members of your crew. If you have four people in your crew and you're using her as a friend captain, you'll also be attacked with your captain. And then you'll be able to, and then Big Mom will do an attack afterward, which will hit as a perfect on a 10x multiplier and give you that nice boost for the 3.75 for your crew. And then she'll also boost by 10 times. So think of Big Mom as a Cavendish you don't attack with that doesn't get chain boost, any kind of chain boost or chain locking effect. The nice thing about your crew is that if you do use your Big Mom special ability, before you can actually proc your Big Mom special ability before you go in rage and figure out exactly when you want to attack. That part is really nice. I like that a lot. So let's go over her special ability just a little bit. Now, Big Mom's special ability, before we go to the rest of her captain ability, is deal 250 times character in attack and type plus damage to one enemy, change her own orb into strength, and when she is a captain or guest captain, boost the attack and orb effects of top row characters by 2 times for 3 turns. So with her 10x captain ability, that is stupid strong. A lot of people may not understand exactly how strong this is, but it's extremely strong. You'll boost your entire crew by 3.75, so you'll be able to attack whoever you want. So if there's fodder on the field, you basically would want to attack the fodder first, and then you would use Big Mom after at the end of the turn, because Big Mom would just attack a random unit. Or use a wave clear type mechanic to get rid of all the fodder, then kill everybody on the field. That part's really easy to understand. And she doesn't have any negative effects where if you bring a Psi or Int unit, you're bringing down your whole team. So you can bring Psi and Int units on your team. You just don't. It's not recommended because you're not getting boosted. So all of that is nice. All good so far. I'm loving Big Mom there. When she's a crew member, boost her attack and orbs by 2 times for 1 turn. So they actually worked her around that she would be like a Cavendish if she is a sailor, and if she's a captain, made it so that she can carry the buff into the room and be rampaged. So that's what I was kind of confused about initially. Is why is it only top row for 3 turns and top row for 1 turn? So I got kind of confused at first, but now I'm understanding it a lot better. So my recommendation for Big Mom is double Big Mom Captain is going to be one of the strongest captains in the game as far as the captain multiplier goes and all the damage you get out of it. So just think that whatever you're going to bring for a normal captain ability, it's every kind of damage that you want to bring for your entire crew, but you're not getting to take the effect of chain lock or chain boost. So if you had a 3 times chain boost here, this is actually very balanced. So if you had your normal captain ability, and then you multiplied that times 3 for the chain boost, then that would be the actual captain ability. So the attack of 10x is actually just a little bit stronger than it actually is. This is actually kind of unfortunate because if I was going to take a captain ability with a chain lock, let's say the 3.75 normal captain ability that you get multiplied by a chain locking effect, then that would be like a 3.75 times 3x, right? And that would come out to be an 11.25 multiplier versus Big Mom at 10. If you want to know what that would be for her chain, for what her chain boost would be multiplied by that, it would be a 2.66 repeating, so 2 2/3 basically chain multiplier all the way through. So that's what the 10x captain ability is in Rampage mode. So know that any chain locking effect is more effective. That any chain locking effect that we're using now, like the 2.75 chain locks or the 3x chain locks or the 3.25 from Tesoro or whatever, is better than anything you're going to be using with Big Mom. So the Rampage mode is not as strong as it seems with that 10x multiplier. So know that it is not as strong that as you think it is. It is still very strong. And the fact that it goes through defensive barriers, buffs, all the other things, that's great. But don't think that it's like some monstrous attack that you're going to get out of nowhere. Just think it's like the last hit in your chain twice, whatever, because it's 2 Big Moms, okay? So don't think it's a perfect that you don't have to hit. That part I really love because I can just like I can hit the first 4 guys or whatever, and then just try to hit greats or perfects or whatever. And the last 2 hits are perfect. So anyways, they go through every defensive buff in the game and berries in the game, which is nice. And since it's treated as end of turn damage, I don't believe. I don't really know what triggers first, Big Mom's attack or end of turn damage. So I'll have to like do some testing with a Big Mom at some point and see, okay, can I use like an end of turn character at the end of this, or what do I do? But I really want to see how that's going to work with like resilience characters, etc. But it said it's going to pass any defensive ability, and I don't know if that includes resilience. So I know it's going to pass all defense. I know it's going to pass all barriers, all percent damage, all damage threshold. All of those things, but when it says defensive, that's my guess. That I haven't actually seen anybody work on it, obviously. But those are the things that I do know about her. Now, I don't know what's going to be better, using 2 Big Mom captains, using a Lucy Big Mom. I don't really know. And one of the reasons I'm thinking Lucy might be a better captain with Big Mom is the beneficial orb enable you get with Lucy. And that means that you're going to have meat, dex. You're going to have meat, dex, and quick beneficial. You're not going to get strength orbs because 1 Lucy is enough to make it so you don't ever get strength orbs unless they rotate 2 strength orbs or give you a random shuffle, which isn't affected by your captain abilities. So that means that most times you're going to have 3 out of 6 matching already on your Big Mom team with Big Mom Lucy. And then if you wanted to use any strength X quick characters, there are characters that can make Psi beneficial, Int beneficial, or Tannin beneficial that you could put on those teams, making them very interesting. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to work. And I don't know how it's going to do it. The other thing that's really nice about this captain is that also, since Big Mom is driven, she works with V2 Dofi. So I don't know what I want to do as far as a driven team with this, but I do know that it is possible. Seeing how you get meat beneficial in the captain ability, also kind of nice. You're gonna have the same thing with Lucy there, so you're gonna have some interesting teams you can build around her. The high attack values, everything they're getting in it, the low cooldown. Definitely interested to see how she's going to work and to see if I'm going to be using her a lot in future content. If I do pull her, if not, then what friend captain am I going to bring? All right, so going back into the captain ability, she's going to get out of rampage mode with the captain swap, despair, blow away. Okay, so like you lose rampage mode if she gets blown away. That's pretty obvious. But captain swap and despair. So she is weak to despair. No big deal. Chain multiplier is not going to apply to her attack. We already went over that. And her attack is considered end of turn damage, will last until you consume a meat orb. So you get rampage mode as long as you consume a meat orb. So all that seems pretty simple. And if you eat a meat orb, then your entire team then goes to that 4x attack. There's no real benefit for being in rampage mode versus not being in rampage mode unless you want to get through bind and paralysis and go through defensive buffs. I mean, all those are awesome, right? I mean, those are the most annoying things in the game right now, so that's awesome. So I definitely like that part, and I don't know how it's going to work. But I do know that I really like the Rampage mode for lazy farming. So if you just want to attack with one character and not hit a perfect, and then Big Mom will do her 10x. One character, no perfect, and Big Mom does her 10x. That's kind of nice. So if I was doing some lazy farming, that's kind of nice. I like that. Okay. I'm just thinking some lazy farming, how you can do this the best. She has a couple sailor abilities. The first one is 350 attack to herself if she's the last character attacked in the chain. And then, of course, she's going to get dex and quick beneficial orbs. And then the second one is going to be... sorry, I already read that. And then recovery orbs... All right, no, I went over everything. Yeah, I went over everything. She's also going to get dex damage reduction, crit, and enrage. I don't know how high the enrage is going to be. Probably plus 200, but... all of this looking really, really good as Big Mom as a captain. Don't really think you're going to use Big Mom as a sub too often, but it is possible, so who knows. All right, now we're into the way less complicated characters. Yay! So let's go over Brook. was so much easier to explain. Okay, so Brook is going to be a slasher and free spirit character. The captain is going to revive once for game over during the adventure, and then 2.75 times attack to everybody when the HP is full, and then 2 times otherwise. Sad face. At the end of each turn, he's cut the HP of all enemies by 10%. Okay, I can get behind that. That's bitchin'. Can we do Magellan Brook now? That would be sick. That would be fun. How much do you revive with? I guess when you revive in game over, it's full HP, so I'm guessing that's full HP. That's cool. Okay, so the special ability is going to be heal for 14,343 HP and reduce incoming damage by 90%. And for 2 turns, turn all color orbs into beneficial orbs. I like that. Beneficial orb enable is always nice to have. And it's non-conditional in class, so that also is really nice. When the HP of the enemy with the highest HP value is below 434,000, defeat all enemies. And if the HP is higher than 434,000, then cut HP of all enemies by 20% and delay them for 1 turn. He does a lot of things. So he's like Colosseum Shiryu, but better. Okay. I can get behind this. This is okay. I like this. The 90% damage reduction in heal is really interesting. He's like a defensive captain, and then he also has a 20% HP cut. And by the way, this may sound lackluster, but 20% HP cut is very strong. Especially with this massive HP pool meta that we're going into, like all the bosses have like 8-10 million HP. 20% HP cut is getting stronger and stronger as days go on. So, I mean, that's nice. Of course, HP cut interrupts are the major problems anyways, so if you do have any bosses with HP cut interrupt, then they don't have other interrupts like ore boost interrupt or attack boost interrupt, etc. And if they do, then it's geared for very specific characters to beat it. So this is not too bad so far. I like this so far. He's going to be a dex unit, which is kind of throwing me off because I'm not really sure how I would throw this onto like a team that uses a lot of HP cutters besides a Blackbeard team. He could be my new slasher HP cutter, but unfortunately, since he's a slasher, I wouldn't want to use him as an HP cutter on that team. I may be using him as a captain. I don't know. There's a lot of options with this character, and I'm not really sure what I would want to do. But you can't use him with Blackbeard friend captain, so there's like... So I'm very confused on how I would use him, but well, I'll just have to think about it for a little bit longer. The sailor ability is going to be immune to paralysis, and crew sailor ability is going to be recovery is beneficial, so it's another recovery beneficial orb enabler, so that's nice. Immune to paralysis is pretty common that we see as sailors, and that actually might be good now that we have captains that can be immune to paralysis. This is actually really strong. The only characters that are captains that are immune to paralysis are Luffy, Ace, and Big Mom. And they're immune to paralysis because Big Mom can go through paralysis and bind if she's rampaged, which doesn't happen all the time, but you know, you could plan for it. And Luffy Ace is immune to paralysis when you use a swap. And he's only not immune when you get bounded, you know? So if you bind and paralysis, you have to remove the bind first, then you can swap, but... Both of them, Brook can fit on both of those teams, which is really interesting. So what I'm seeing is that if you do have an entire team that is immune to paralysis, which could be possible now because I haven't actually looked into like all the characters that are immune to paralysis, but a lot of them are legends and a lot of them are powerhouse characters. So Whitebeard is going to immune to paralysis. That part I know. I don't know about the other ones, but if you were able to fit like a lot of those characters on the team, I guess you could have a whole team that's immune to paralysis. So that would work out. Or maybe just like a right column, left column deal, whatever like is going to be paralyzed. You just move characters to those spots. So that's cool. So overall, Brook Legend, yeah, he's nice. Cool. He's definitely not top tier, obviously. You know, the low captain ability, but you know, he's interesting and definitely usable. You're gonna love to have Brook friend captains. That's that much I can tell you. For the hardest content in the game, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I need Brook. All right, guys, it's time to go over Smoothie. We trying to make Smoothie Bay. I guess we're trying to make Smoothie Bay. Okay. Moving on. Slasher free spirit character. She's going to be strength. Her captain ability is going to be boost attack by 3.5 after hitting good, great, perfect. So she's like reverse Log Luffy. Slash. Alright, whatever. Log Luffy by 3.5. And heal 5,000 or 500 HP at the end of your turn. Oh, so she's like a worse Kinemon. Oh, okay. So she's basically worse Kinemon, guys. Okay, so as a captain, she's worse than Dex Kinemon. Why? Okay, whatever. Moving on. Special ability is going to heal 5,000 HP, remove any form of poison, reduce 2 turns of paralysis burn damage. Burn damage. Okay, the new mechanic, guys. Burn damage. Did we ever have burn damage? I think we had like end of turn burn damage, maybe. Well, I think it was just end of turn damage, but it burn damage? Okay, new mechanic. Bind and despair. God, the guy that translators don't speak English perfectly, or just can't spell. I can't tell. Change adjacent orbs to matching and move orbs 3 times. Do a great job though, so I can't complain. Burn damage? Is it poison damage or burn damage? Is burn damage a thing? If it is, new mechanic, it's probably gonna work the same as poison. Moving on. Sailor ability is going to be plus 50 attack to top row characters. Oh, you big mom sub. And then she or treat self treats recovery orb. All color orbs is beneficial if the captain is strength. Ooh. All color orbs beneficial, and then meat orbs beneficial on this character. Oh. So you need like a tandem beneficial enable for your team for Smoothie to be good. Okay, so your utility is Smoothie because of burn damage. If it's poison, great. If not, then it's burn damage. But she's on a 9-turn cooldown, and then she gets Enrage as well as the special Rewind ability. So she's up right away. I really like her cooldown. I do like this character. I might just pull for Smoothie because, Smoothie has burn damage removal. And the next character we're going to go over is going to be PesoPero. Okay, he's going to be Dex, Striker, and Cerebral. His captain ability is going to be boost 3.5 by everybody with a cost of 50 cost and above. Damn! Wait, he doesn't boost himself. Fuck! That was almost cool. Oh, well. So, basically, if you have, he's your substitute legend booster. So, he doesn't boost himself, but he boosts 5 characters in the team by 3.5. Damn! That's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. That's awesome. Okay. So I like that because Chain Lock, this is a perfect character to use Chain Lock for the PesoPero as a captain. By the way, awesome. Totally useless for a lot of content that involves legends and you can't use raid bosses, like the ranking events. Totally useless for that, but definitely cool. I like this. Special ability is going to lock orbs for 1 turn, cut HP of 1 enemy by 10%. Ooh. And reduce 1 turn of crew. For 1 turn, boost color affinity of strength X quick by 1.75. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. We do have other characters that can boost Psi and in color affinity, so I mean this is fine. I'm okay with this. Psi color affinity not so much. Int color affinity with the free to play Akainu, right? For Akainu, and then there's ways of getting Psi color affinity that you can work around. But it's Hina, right? Hina is like technically the Psi color affinity booster. So, I mean, now that we have Strength X quick color affinity boost, that's cool. The HP cut, I don't really know if it is useful, but the 1 turn cooldown on the crew, that's also very cool. 9-turn cooldown on this character for PesoPero. Very nice. What I really like about every character so far in this Big Mom batch is their super low cooldown. Other thing about this character is that he reduces 2 turns of special rewind on himself. So this is the character that you want to bring on the crew when you have to deal with a special rewind mechanic, which I do think is going to be coming up very soon in some type of content. So just know that special rewind is coming back for whatever new content's coming out. And then when the captain is strength extra quick, 50 attack and 50 HP to the entire crew, so 50 stats. That's good. Overall, PesoPero, probably my favorite so far with the batch. I like him. He's cool. I already have this unit, but color affinity boosters are nice to have. And he's a Dex color affinity booster. I mean, I have Nami already, which is I like better than him, and I would probably use more than him in more situations. But he's on a way lower cooldown, so for speed teams, which I like running a lot, he might be useful. And the next character we're gonna go over is gonna be Quick Cracker, not Dex Cracker, Quick Cracker. So Quick Cracker is going to be captain ability, strength Dex quick by 2.75 and HP by 1.25. Cool. That's a good one. Okay, so that actually is a very useful captain ability, and we may use that in the future. 2.75 and 1.25. Okay, that's nice. Special ability is when the captain is strength, dex, or quick, for 1 turn, boost attack and orbs of strength, dex, and quick characters by 1.75, change block orbs into matching. Okay, and then when captain is Psi or Int, for 3 turns, boost attack of strength, dex, and quick characters, and change all orbs to G orbs. That is weird. So you don't boost your captains, but you boost the rest of the crew? I don't know. It's probably going to be a reason to use that, but it's be very specific. I don't know. Who knows? Not really a fan. I'd rather use Lucy. If I'm going to use any character, I'm going to use Lucy instead of Quick Cracker. I really don't see the point besides getting the block orb matching and then the G orbs. But, you know, I'd still way rather use Lucy for way more situations. But okay, maybe it's better than I just don't know it. He himself will do 2 times damage against Dex enemies. Oh, so he doesn't have reduced damage to Dex. Okay. And then his Sailor ability is going to treat Strength Dex Quick as... for Strength Dex Quick characters, it makes Tandem beneficial. Oh, fuck you! He's the Tandem beneficial enable you need for fucking Smoothie to have full orbs all the time. Oh, that's so stupid. I hate that. I hate that this character is the character you need for beneficial orb enable. Oh, all right, whatever. Now I can use him, but I just don't like him. All right, moving on. And now we're going to go on to the final character of the batch, which is Daifuku. I'm not really sure how I feel about this character. We're gonna talk about him. Okay, so Captain ability is gonna be boost character powerhouse by 2.5, reduce the incoming damage by 20%. Lame. The attack is nice. The defense reduction is nice, but it's just lame. Special ability is reduce 2 turns of defense up, end of turn heal, resilience. Okay, percent damage reduction. So his defense up and percent damage reduction, 1 unit. Okay. Sounds like Monster Chop on a 6-turn cooldown. And do 30 times characters attack quick enemies and change own orb to recover. This is exactly like Monster Chopper, except it does resilience. So this is, and it's on a 6-turn cooldown versus 18. Like the time skip Monster Chopper, right? This is almost exactly the same, except he's getting an orb. And he reduces end of turn heal and resilience. He's a 6-turn. I love him because he's on 6 turns. I love that. That's bitchin'. I love that. This whole batch is like the best team in the world for speed farming. So if you are a whale and a speed farmer, this is like your batch. This is the fast team and the lazy team. I like all of this. Sailor ability is plus 75 HP to the crew. He himself will treat Dex orbs as beneficial. So his sailors are kind of trash, but as a unit, this unit is very, very useful. Oh, there's so many times I would want to use this unit. So my overall thoughts and opinions on the batch. I like all of them in their own way. And the only real reason that they are all very good units is because their cooldowns are significantly lower than any other unit that does exactly what they do. So think of these units as a side grade to any unit they already have, but they're on a much shorter cooldown. So these units don't really bring any new mechanics besides Big Mom and Brook. Big Mom and Brook are really like the draw. They're all there for it. The batch, nothing really new. Maybe the burn damage, I don't know. Is that poison? But there is a lot of things to see about these characters that is very cool besides all the sailor abilities, all the things they can work around with. They work really well together. Overall, though, I would say that the best parts of this, of course, are the legends. Legend Brook is interesting. Definitely not a necessary unit to have in your box. You don't need him. A Brook friend captain would probably do the trick for many, many situations. And you probably would only want to run 1 Brook, not 2 Brooks. So I don't really know why you would need more than 1 Brook. But for Big Mom, though, she's going to be fun to play with and really fun to play her, like to use in different teams. I don't know how the Sugo Fest is going to go. I don't know if it's going to be 2 times legendaries or anything. We haven't got information yet, but we do know that she is really cool. Big Mom, of course, my favorite of the batch. Very interesting. And I don't really care for the batch too much, but I want all of them because they are super short cooldowns. I know that I'm going to be using, if I was looking at the entire batch, Daifuku is going to be one of my most used units ever because of how short his cooldown is. 2 turns of defense up, 2 turns of resilience, and 2 turns of percent damage reduction on a 6-turn cooldown is bonkers short. I don't know if he has double special or cooldown. I was looking at it and I couldn't like see the difference in the animation, but I think it was cooldown. I'll have to check though. It might be double special. Do all of these characters have double special? The way the special looks is for the special thing. It looks like I just don't know what the difference between cooldown and double special is for the way it looks. Okay, so we're looking at Smoothie real quick. in the top left-hand corner or top right-hand corner, you can see the special. That looks like the thing for double special. Did they get rid of the cooldown thing and now they just have double special? Okay, so I was trying to figure out what they look like. So I pulled up Corazon, and this is right here, the one on the right-hand side. That's the special rewind. The one that everyone in the Big Mom special has is double special. So they're all twice as good as we thought. That's awesome. So 3 of them have the double special ability. The 3 characters that have double special ability are going to be PesoPero, which also rewinds your specials by 1 turn. Daifuku, which is removing % damage as well as defense up, which is very useful in a lot of situations. Moving both of those things would be really nice. So up to 4 turns of that, and then up to 4 turns of resilience, 4 turns of healing, all that really nice on a 6-turn cooldown. So you're gonna have that up twice, and then you can get that up again because it's on a 6-turn cooldown, and then use. I'm thinking you can use double special. I'm gonna have to test that. I want to know if you can double special twice. That would be awesome. Can you do it just once per run, or can you just get this cooldown back up again and then use it again? Because that would be awesome. I'm about to think you can only do it once per run. But anyways, then we got Smoothie, who also has it. And Smoothie's on a 9-turn cooldown, and Smoothie reduces burn damage. But you get to remove a lot of turns of them. So just know that all of the new batch has the double special for these 3 characters, for the useful, very, very useful characters, for the most useful of the specials. There's Cracker, Big Mom don't have it. Oh wait, does Big Mom have it? I don't think Big Mom has it. Yeah, Cracker, Big Mom, and Brook don't have it, but these 3 characters do. So just know that these core characters that we have here, that are these strength X quick characters of the batch, that you're supposed to be using Big Mom, do have it. Cracker does not, but Cracker, I don't even think you're going to be using on a Big Mom team besides getting those fucking tandem orbs. God damn it, Cracker. The only thing that I think is useful about Cracker is the fucking tandem orbs. Like, why do you need type boost or boost on a character for your team for strength X quick if you're going to be using Big Mom? I mean, like, wait, why? I'm going to digress on that because Big Mom special already does that, but you're going to want to use Big Mom special because then she has the rampage mode with 3 turns of blah, 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 blah. I mean, it just sounds good. But just know that all these characters get to use their specials twice, so that's great. And if you do want to use a character that has a rewound thing, that's great. The only thing I don't like about Big Mom right now is that I can't really use Big Mom with the new kid. For new time skip kit, but I can use Lucy with time skip kit and then put these 3 characters on it as well as Big Mom friend captain. So there's my full team, and now I can play around with that, so that'll be fun. But I don't really know what I'm going to want to do as far as all the team buildings go and what I want to work around for her. But I do know that this is a very fun thing to use, and I'm going to see a lot of different team compositions here. I don't know if I'm going to pull her, obviously, but we're going to have to see. Overall, I'm liking everything. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.